In this episode of Squint and Its Mint, we give you a long overdue oil change. And we take you for a test drive. And we reveal our first breakdown. Let's crack the wheel nuts off while it's on the ground. I just hope the damage is not too much. Here we go, ready? Right, our first stage of our first step in going on this road trip is doing a oil and filter change, because we're in such a rush to go to the track, stick it on a trailer and just do our laps that we didn't even change the oil. We've actually got the oil in the engine that it came with, and we reckon it came from like an insurance car in Japan. So I mean, God knows how long that oil's been in there. Could be years. We had enough in there and it didn't look too dark, so we just used it. But having pulled it out, it's a bit black, and I must say it's rather runny as well. There's no water or nothing nasty in it that we can see, but it's a bit runny. So anyway, brand new filter, genuine. I don't know how much that cost in your money. Probably about $8 or $9, about £6 or £7. And this is what I'm going to put in it. I've got to thank my buddy who went home. Actually, he'd been here for about 10 or 12 years and went home, and he couldn't take any fluids with him, so his whole store of fluids he donated to our cause, which was very generous. He watches the videos, so cheers, mate. And this, apparently, according to our mate Alex, who has a lot of experience with oil, is a very good oil. It's probably good to stick in there. Low shear, full zinc, Euro blend. It's an Aussie oil. Penrite's an Aussie company. Got ester in it as well, and this is racing on it. How about that? So I've got 4 litres and some, and the sum is probably enough to fill the filter up. And then the oil capacity is 4 litres on this. So it's expensive stuff. I don't know, 25 quid, 30 quid a litre, and I'll have to buy some more to do any top-ups or to deal with any leaks. And I've had a leak because I noticed, well, we were spraying oil up at the bonnet and we thought it was coming out of the breather. Well, it may have been, but it's actually coming out of this VVT seal, and I've pushed it back in as far as I can, but I don't really want to take off the rocker cover and do it properly because of time and the chance of not getting it sorted in time. Order the parts 2 or 3 days, fit it, it's all on a bit of a close schedule. So I may take some RTV with me in case we get an oil leak on the way, and we'll bodge it up. Right, anyway, time to get the filter on and drain the oil. Cheers. Well, the old engine does slope towards the back a bit, so I thought if I jack the back of the car up, I could get the oil drain like at the lowest point, because that's at the front of the engine. So probably easier to do this than it is to pick the car up and sort of tip it upside down or shake it around. So now I'll pull the drain plug out, which I've already cracked off, and hopefully we'll see some black stuff coming out. This is where it comes out and you miss the tray totally, and you get a big mess on the floor. Longest sump bolt in the world. There we go. Sure, that was lucky. Don't know what it's hitting, but it's coming out and hitting the front cross member. That'll stop it going rusty. Like I said, it's runny old stuff. It's like it's full of creosote. What I'll do is I'll just leave it to drain everything out. Hasn't run for a couple of days, so most of the stuff, I mean, people talk about warming your engine up and then before you do an oil change, but then that's putting it all around the engine. This has been off for a few days, it's running as hell anyway, so I'm sure this will be fine. Right then, Mr. Sasquatch. I think it was Sasquatch, it might have been Nugent. Not Ted Nugent, the other one. Number plate. We're sticking it on because we're going up country. We're doing a road trip. And I'm also filling these number plate holes so that they take the number plate lights, because they're a bit rough. I think that'll do. That goes in there alright. So I just need to file that one up now. Right, we've just done some VE map tuning. Changed a lot of parameters from 3000 RPM, and yeah, through the throttle position range, and just about to probably warming up now, 50-60 degrees C. 60, yeah. 60, and we're going to do some runs on the expressway. So we're actually recording them. So I can, like, because what Austin's going to do is going to do the data log. When I say do the data log, we'll have that marked. We'll have that mark on the camera. Right, turn off the, stop messing around with stuff like that. Turn off the tuning software.
It won't close. It's crashed.
Probably because you pull the USB out halfway through the initiation. Right, ignition on.
We're connected.
Alright, okay, that's a bit bizarre. Okay, right, so you may as well start the logging now. So go up, no, it's up here. Got it?
Yeah.
That's running now.
Yep.
So as you'll see from this clip here, we've had some trouble. You're coming back from a tuning run last night, and front near side, which is the left hand wheel, pretty much, well, not pretty much, it locked up and we were unable to move the car. Well, I ended up just driving and getting it home because we were only about a kilometre away, and parked it because it was 9 o'clock at night and dark. And the funny thing is now, I was thinking all sorts of things. I thought the wheel bearing had collapsed and the wheel was cocking because the brake pedal felt a bit weird. It felt a bit high and a bit hard. So I thought maybe the wheel bearing had collapsed and cocked in on the spindle, jamming up the caliper and giving me that funny pedal feel, hard pedal feel. But the funny thing is today is I can actually push the car by hand, whereas last night it took all the power of the engine to drive it. So investigation time. See whether in actual fact the wheel bearings collapsed or was maybe some it was probably it was a pretty hard run, and we did some severe braking. Maybe the heat in the system, maybe there's not enough clearance between the master cylinder and the servo, and things expanded and we had like preload in the brake system, which was just jamming the caliper on. I'm not sure. What I am sure is I'm going to strip it down now and find out, because we're supposed to be going away in a couple of days, and this was a little bit of a worry. So let's find out what went on. Should have heard my language a minute ago. I thought this, but it just thought it couldn't be possible. It couldn't be possible that this is what's happened, but it freaking has. I'm gobsmacked. It's unbelievable. And it's, well, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I could throw my mates under the bus and say I didn't set up suspension, I didn't set the spring height, I didn't do the lock nuts, this, that and the other. Fucking hell. Look at this. Can you see that? That fucking locking collar has come down off the shock and locked into the rim and the tyre. No wonder I could smell it's cut a fucking groove in the tyre. Jesus Christ, has it? Don't know, maybe. It's right locked in there. I better get it off and have a look. Jesus Christ. This is mental. Absolutely knock for knock live. I cracked the wheel nuts off while it was on the ground. You can say all sorts of shit to me in the comments on this one. How lucky I am, how much of an idiot I am, how I shouldn't trust other people. You've always got to check these things yourself. I think luck is the order of the day, but I just hope the damage is not too much. Here we go, ready? This is what we got. We got a lock nut that's dropped itself because it wasn't locked. It can't have been locked. Nothing to do with rubbing wheels, binding brakes. Literally just wound itself down, ran onto the tyre and buried itself in here. And I gotta be fair, we are freaking lucky because it's cleaned the wheel up a little bit, but it has not dug into the tyre. That's mental. That is so crazy. I mean, it's locked now. I hope I can get it back up and get it locked off. Wow, okay. Let's check the other side as well. Well, I've just pulled off the driver's side wheel to check on things, and it looks like we were heading into disaster number 2. So I have no idea why these are winding themselves down. I can only imagine they weren't tight, but I'm told that yes, they were tight. I was there, I saw it, but there you go. Whatever. We'll have to sort that out and maybe put something on there, maybe put some tape around the shock so that if they do come loose, they don't wander all the way down and jam into the tyre and the wheel. It's weird because I mean that distance is fixed. There's no way that distance there is fixed. There's no way that like the travel of the suspension is hitting it and the tyres are unwinding it or anything like that. Just not possible. So yeah, we'll tighten that right up. I'm going to reset the suspension height here. I might drop it a tiny bit and just check the left and right, see if they're both the same, and just might drop it about 1 or 2 turns just to get the front tiny bit lower since I did the rear. Right, I'm going to set this to 13 centimeters and do the same the other side, a little bit lower than it was before. What I've done is put this cable tie on here, so if that does want to rattle loose, I don't think it's going to rattle very far. That is not going to rattle through there. I mean, yeah, you can crank it down, keep cranking it down, but eventually it jams. So we'll make that up nice in there. It's nice and snug in there as well. And that's my safety thing. I just wonder whether with the bearing in the I don't know what you call them now, strut top, isn't that good. It's a bit notchy. You just wonder whether, well, I shouldn't do, somehow gripped and undone it, but nah, impossible I think. So anyway, set that to 13. I'm going to lock that off as tight as I can and put zip ties on there to give me a bit of sort of security. So if that does come loose, it's not going to run into the tyre. Well, if you want to look at the positives, at least I managed to get the wheels off and clean them. See, a happy ending everywhere.